Hello everyone, I am Seema Shrivastava from St. Joseph Senior Secondary School, Piparia. How are you? I hope all of you are doing well at home. My dear students, as you know that we have two books in English literature. Okay, one is MCB and another one is Literature Reader. In last video lecture, I explained and read the chapter from Literature Reader. The name of chapter is Make Friends with a Tree. And in this video lecture, I will teach you first chapter of MCB. The name of chapter is Daffodils. It is written by William Wordsworth. So let's start reading and explanation of the chapter. Now, first of all, I will read the poem very slowly so that you may understand the proper pronunciation of each and every word very nicely. Okay? Before going through the poem, I would like to tell you something about the poet of the poem. The poet of the poem is William Wordsworth. William Wordsworth. His life period was from 1770 to 1850. He was a romantic poet, a renowned English romantic poet, a great lover of nature, famous for his poems dedicated to nature. Now, first of all, I will read the poem very slowly so that you may understand the proper pronunciation of each and every word very nicely. Okay? Let's start. Chapter number 1 from MCB, that is main course book. The name of chapter is Daffodils. It's a poem. Daffodils. Warm up. At the town end, Gramsmere, the daffodils grow at the margin of Ullswater and may be seen to this day blooming beautifully in the month of March, nodding their golden heads beside the dancing waves. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high over vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils, beside the lake beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. Continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way, they stretched in never-ending line along the margin of a bay. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. The waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. A poet could not be but gay. In such a jocund company, I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth the show to me had brought. For oft when on my couch I lie, in vacant or in pensive mood, they flash upon that inward eye, which is the bliss of solitude. And then my heart with pleasure fills and dances with the daffodils. Written by William Wordsworth. I hope all of you have listened carefully the reading of the poem. Now let's understand the explanation of the poem. Now let's understand the explanation of the poem. The name of poem is Daffodils. It is really a very nice poem. You will enjoy to hear it and understand it. Let's start the explanation of the poem. Actually, these lines are real experience. These lines are the true experience of the poet. Wordsworth's poems are always connected with nature and emotions. Whatever he writes, he experiences it. Then, after some time, he recollects all the memories and writes. Okay, in this first line of the poem, the poet is comparing himself as a lonely cloud who was lonely flying over the valleys and the hills. Here, vales is written here. Now, in these days, we are not using this word. Earlier, poet uses, but now in these days, it is not in use. When he was roaming there near the valleys and the hills, so when he was flying like a cloud over the hills and valleys, suddenly he had been attracted towards daffodil flowers. He saw numerous golden daffodils which were beside the lake looked very attractive. Beside the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing. Here he personifies flowers as human beings as they are fluttering and dancing very lively, and they were numerous. In the second stanza, continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way, they stretched in never ending line along the margin of a bay. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. In the second stanza, poet is comparing daffodils with stars. These yellow daffodils were looking just like stars in the Milky Way in never-ending line. As the stars are in the Milky Way are numerous, in the same way, daffodils are also numerous in never-ending line of the bay. Means along the margin of the lake, these flowers are stretched till a great distance. 10,000 saw I at a glance means daffodils are many in number, as he had not counted, as these daffodils are countless. It is a way of saying only, okay? 10,000 I saw at a glance means as they were numerous, he couldn't count. He was just saying that 10,000 saw I at a glance. It is a way of saying only, okay? It is an exaggeration, or we can say superlatives. By this, he wanted to say at a glance he saw a number of flowers. Flowers, which kind of flower are these? These are the flowers of daffodils. Again, personification is used here, tossing their head in lively dance. Okay? Now, let's third stanza. The waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. A poet could not be but gay. In such a jocund company, I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth the show to me had brought. Waves of the bay are dancing, and daffodils are also dancing. Who is performing better? The daffodils. When the poet is watching the daffodils and the bay waves, how can he remain untouched in this jolly and cheerful company? Jocund means jolly and cheerful company. He was continuously staring at them. Gazed means continuously staring something. Staring at them, that time the poet did not realize, but he realizes it later that how valuable that beauty was. When he was lying in his couch in a pensive mood, means quiet and thoughtful mood. That means that time all that scene flashed upon his inward sighs. Physically nothing was there. Only imagination is there. Means only vision is there. This joy you may not get in crowd. By seeing all this in imagination, his heart also filled with joy and dances with daffodils. Okay? Now let's understand few hard words given in the poem. Daffodils, yellow spring flowers. Vales means valley. Crowd, large number. Host, great in number. Breeze, gentle wind. Milky Way, shining band of stars in the universe. Glee, happiness. Jocund, jolly and cheerful. Gazed, to stare or to look deeply. Oft, often. Couch, a type of sofa. Pensive, quiet and thoughtful mood. Bliss, a state of extreme happiness. Solitude, being alone. Now, my dear students, kindly open page number 13. Figure of speech used in the poem. Okay, simile. A simile is a comparison between two dissimilar words having at least one point in common. Okay, for example, as blue as the sky. Okay, as smooth as silk. Something is smooth like silk. Twinkling like stars. Colorful like rainbow. Okay, now we will solve the exercise. Complete the following by giving suitable similes. Here, as white as snow. Okay, as hard as rock. As sweet as sugar. Colorful like the peacock. As high as a mountain. C. Test your grammar. Change the given statement into exclamation. To change the statement into exclamation, few things we have to remember. We have to use exclamatory sign after the sentence, or sometimes when we use exclamatory words, that time just after the word we have to put exclamatory sign. Okay, for example, I am very happy that we have a holiday tomorrow. Hooray, tomorrow we have holiday. See, I put full stop at the last and exclamatory sign just after the exclamatory word. I pray to God to bless you with success. Then, may God bless you with success. The prince is wonderfully handsome. So to change this word change this sentence into exclamatory sentence, what a wonderfully handsome prince is. So one more thing I would like to tell you. Here it is written HANDSOME. It is not handsome, it is handsome. D is silent in it. Okay. It is a lovely flower. So answer will be, what a lovely flower it is. An exclamatory sign will be in the last. Okay. Second one is, I pray to God to make you successful. May God make you successful. Okay. Complete the web diagram by giving synonyms of the words given below. You know what is the meaning of synonyms? Synonyms means similar words. Okay. In Hindi you use na paryavachi, just like that. Alone. First is alone. Meaning of alone is solely. Second is isolated. Third is solitary. Fourth is single. Okay, these are the similar words. Second is happiness. Synonyms of happiness are joyful, cheerfulness, enjoy, pleasure. Okay, now third word is shining. Synonyms of shining are gleam, sparkle, twinkle, and glister. I hope all of you have understood the exercises, explanation, reading, and word meanings of the chapter very properly. Thank you.